Now we'll solve this problem by using third method, which is by locating instantaneous center of rotation. Now first we'll locate all the centers which we can locate by observation. So let us first name these links. Fixed link is 1, triangle is link number 2, this is link number 3, this is link number 4, slider, and it is moving over link number 1, which is fixed link. So just by observation, as we have discussed earlier, this is at the joint of 1 and 2, so this is IC 1, 2. Similarly, this is at joint 2, 3, so this will be I2, 3. This is link number 3, and it is connected to link number 4 here. So this is I3, 4, and this slider is moving. It is sliding on link number 1. So perpendicular to path, and at infinity will be I14. So these 4 instantaneous centers we can locate by observation. Now we have to, for analyzing this mechanism, we have to locate ICR for each link. So link number 1 is fixed, so we don't have to bother about ICR of this link. For link number 2, this is fixed ICR 1, 2. So for link number 2, it is ICR is I12. Link number 3, ICR will be I13, because 1 represents a fixed point. So I13 will be a point about which link number 3 is moving, and link number 4 is undergoing linear motion. So there is no question of finding ICR for that link. So similarly, if you have a 6-link mechanism, 8-link mechanism, you will go on deciding the ICR. So if I have one more link here, I will say ICR for that link will be I15. So to analyze velocity of any point on this link number 5, I must find I15. Similarly, if I have link number 6, I find I16. So here we don't have 5 links, so I will not write this. But here we have 3 links, 2, 3 and 4. 4 is undergoing pure linear motion, so no IC for this. For this link we have IC I12, and the only link that is left is link number 3. So for analyzing velocity or finding velocity of any point on this link, I have to first find I13. And for that we will use a Kennedy's method. So here you can mention that 1 is fixed, so there is no question of finding any ICR. So for 2 and 3 we have to find the ICR. Now for Kennedy's construction, for using Kennedy's theorem, first we draw a circle, then this is a 4-link mechanism, there are 4 links. So I'll mark 4 points on this circle, and then whichever ICRs I have, I will join those points. So I have ICR 1, 2, so I will join 1, 2. Similarly, I have 2, 3, I will join 2, 3. Then I have 3, 4, so I will join 3, 4. And then I have this I14 at infinity, so I will join I14. Now the ICR that I have to find here is I13. So if I13, if this line 13 is common side of 2 triangles, then I can locate I13. So it is common side of 2 triangles here, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 4, 3. So I13 will be on straight line of I12 and I23 according to Kennedy's theorem. So a line joining I12, I23 and I13 will be a straight line. So we have I12 here, I23 here, and on this line somewhere we have I13. Now when you are using this method, you have to draw this figure at the center of your sheet, because you don't know whether that IC will be up or it will be below your figure. In some complicated mechanisms you cannot judge before you actually locate it. So draw the figure at center of page. So here I have drawn a line joining 1, 2 and 2, 3. On this line somewhere we have I13. Similarly I34 and I14. So line joining I34, this is I34, this is I14. On this line somewhere we have I13. So on this line we have I13, on this line on I13. So this intersection point will be I13. So after locating I13, we can analyze this problem. So it will start with link number 2. And link number 2 is having IC center of rotation. Center of rotation is I12. So as we have done in relative velocity method as well as planes construction, we can write here, this is velocity of point B. So VB is equal to R. R is distance between point 1 and center of rotation. So it is I12 and B. It is same as OB, omega OB. Now this omega OB we have already calculated. Omega OB is 2 pi n is 600 divided by 60. So this is 62.83 radians per second. So VB, this distance is, it is 0.125 actual length of link AB into omega OB. Remember here I12B, if see you have to convert it into the actual length by multiplying it by scale. So if you are taking 1:5 scale here, 1:5, then this comes out to be 25 mm. So if this I12B is 25 mm, then you have to multiply it by a scale, which is, that means you have reduced it by 1/5, so its actual length is into 5. So this will be 125 mm and this will be 0.125 in meter. So this comes out to be 7.85 meter per second as we have calculated earlier. So from analysis of link number 2 we can calculate VB. Then let us move to link number 3. Now link number 3, we have found this IC I13. Then we have to measure these distances. So I'll say I13, this point is B. So this distance comes out to be
14 centimeter.
14 centimeter, approximately 13.9. 14 centimeter. Then I13A, this distance is approximately, this distance is
11.5.
11.5. Slightly drafting error is allowed. And this distance I13G is
12 centimeter.
I13G is
12 centimeter.
12 centimeter. So we can measure all these distances from I13, which is center of rotation for link number 3. Now next step is to calculate velocity of point A and velocity of point G. So for that we consider link number 3. So link number 3, ICR is I13, that is center of rotation. So we can write as we have discussed earlier, VA upon A I13 is equal to VB upon B I13. So VA we know, VB we already know from the analysis of link number 2. This distance we can measure. VA we are going to find, and A I13, this distance we can measure from the figure. So VB is how much? 7.85. This distance is 14 is equal to VA is unknown divided by this distance is 11.5. So from this we get VA approximately कितना है?
करेक्ट 6.44
6.44
meter per second.
4 meter per second. Similarly, you can take a ratio of VB upon I13B is equal to VG upon I13G. So this will give you velocity of point G. So VG is equal to how much is this distance? I13G.
12.
This is 12, around 12.
Yes.
So this is 12. This is 7.85. This distance is
14.
14. So only unknown here is VG. So VG is approximately
6.7.
6.7 meter per second. So I'll just explain how this ratio has come. Already we have discussed, but I'll once again repeat that. For any length we can always write V is equal to R omega. R is radius of rotation. So if I consider velocity of point D and I am considering link number 3, so this R is distance of point from its center of rotation. So it is B I13, this distance, into omega of link AB. Similarly, point A is also on this link number 3. So VA is equal to radius of rotation is A, distance between A and center of rotation. So AI13 into omega AB. So we can write this for point B as well as A because both these points are on link number 3. So here we can take the ratio and we can write VA upon VB is equal to VA upon VB is equal to A I13 divided by B I13 and we can rearrange these terms. We will get VA upon A I13 is equal to VB upon B I13 and so on. We can take any other point on this link. We can write VG upon G I13 or any point X Vx upon X I13. So we are using this formula to find out velocity of point A as well as velocity of point G. And then last part is angular velocity of connecting rod. Now here we can see this omega AB is nothing but VB divided by BI13. So we can this ratio VB upon BI13 or VB upon AI13 represents omega of this length. So omega AB is VB divided by distance BI13 and here when we are taking this equation we are not converting this to actual length because it is on both sides so it will cancel each other. So whatever distances we are getting here we are directly taking here and we are directly writing here. But when we are calculating omega we have to convert this into its actual length. So VB is by our calculation that VB is 7.85 and this distance we got is 14. So what was the scale that we have used? 1:5, that means we have reduced it by 5, so we have to enlarge it by 5 to get the actual length. And this is 14 centimeter into 5, so this will be 70 centimeter and we must have length in meter. So in divided by 100. So by using this formula, I get omega AB approximately
11.21.
11.21 radians per second. So this is how we can use all these three methods: relative velocity methods, Lenz's construction, and by locating ICR we can do velocity analysis of slider crank mechanism.